Last month, Metro Police canine Enzo was stabbed by a suspect while responding to a call.
We have been following his journey to recovery, but now we're finally getting a look at the specialized medical procedure that helped him heal from the surgery.
Shauna Kalafi takes us inside the Valley's only animal blood bank that makes Enzo's blood transfusion possible. It's a special report you'll see only on Fox 5.
So good, buddy. You did good. You're a good boy.
When a canine is in crisis, Las Vegas Veterinary Emergency and Critical Care is there.
Veterinary Emergency and Critical Care, this is Caitlin.
Performing life-saving transfusions with blood from donor dogs.
Each donor that we have has their picture, their blood type, the last time they donated, and when their blood work will be due.
In March, Metro Police canine Enzo was airlifted to VECC for emergency surgery after a suspect stabbed him multiple times.
He had a lot of wounds. We didn't know how extensive they were. There were a couple that were bleeding pretty profusely. For the first, I think, 2 days, he was doing great, no problems. And then there was one morning we were just rechecking his vitals, and we noticed that his red blood cell count was low, and we were like, it was a huge drop.
After a blood transfusion and some special attention, Enzo got to go home with his handler. It's one of many success stories for the only animal blood bank in the Las Vegas Valley, supplying blood and plasma to every vet hospital in the region.
It's a lot of work, it's a lot of responsibility, and the demand it can be really difficult to keep up with. You can see we only have currently one full unit of negative blood and 2 full units of positive blood.
Without their own supply, the VECC and other hospitals would rely on out-of-state blood banks, and at times they go through 6 or more units a day. So as high demand sometimes bleeds them dry, the VECC is searching for more doggy donors with both positive and negative blood types. They need to be 1 to 7 years old, 50 pounds minimum, but not overweight, with no chronic medical conditions or raw diets. And they need to be happy to be there.
Sometimes the dogs just aren't into it, and we don't want them to come in here and be stressed about it, right? We want them to be excited and happy and know that they're going to come in and get their pets and get their treats and provide a great service to all the other doggies in the world.
The process starts with a physical exam with full blood work and infectious disease screening. Then they can donate every 6 to 8 weeks, or as an emergency donor on call for the most urgent cases.
Our best ones are actually pitties. The pit bulls come in, they're so happy, they wag their tails, they're just happy to be involved. They love it, they love coming in. But Great Danes, the big ones, Great Danes, Mastiffs, like yes, because we can call on you more frequently. Those are fantastic to have.
During the donation, the blood is collected from the dog's jugular veins in their neck. It takes 5 to 10 minutes and rarely requires any sedation. Then the blood is separated into plasma and red blood cells and then stored in a cooler.
When we're done getting the donation, we'll bring the units of blood in here to be processed so that we can then have them turned into units of blood like this one right here. And then they come out looking like that.
Ready to use for blood transfusions often needed when a dog is shot, stabbed, or hit by a car, also to treat autoimmune diseases or for other surgeries. And each donation could save 2 canine lives, like Enzo's.
He's eating. For us here, knowing that like our dogs are part of that program and can contribute to such an amazing canine, also for the community to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, my dog's a member of that program. Maybe it was my dog's blood that Enzo got. You know, like those are just good, great feelings.
Shauna Kalafi, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
The VECC also has a cat blood bank. It has type A or B blood types. Sometimes there's a very rare AB. Since the donation process is more risky for cats than dogs, they don't accept cats from the public.
Cats require a lot more sedation because it's pretty easy to get a dog to be like, sure, I'll lay here. A cat's like, absolutely not. There's a lot more risk involved with cat donors, so we prefer to only use employee cats for donors because as veterinary professionals, we understand those risks a little bit more.
If you would like to enroll your dog in the blood donor program, you can start with a screening session.
We'll have a link for more information with the story on fox5vegas.com.